Hey guys, this is Ian from your Call of Duty headquarters, and today we're covering the first campaign mission in Act 2 of the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, which is Goalpost. It takes place somewhere in Europe. You're invading Russian-held European countries, I guess. I didn't look into this level too much, but anyhow, you're American. You're the same person you were in Black Tuesday, and the other levels taking place on American soil. Now this part is a bit tricky. You're going to want to follow all your squad mates and go prone behind these rocks or cover. Don't follow the tanks because there's an enemy tank that's going to engage that tank, and I don't remember if it blows up or what, but anyhow, as soon as you can, find one of your downed comrades and switch out your rocket launcher for the M4A1. You're gonna really like it, especially if you like the M4A1, because this gives you somewhere around an extra 600 ammo, and this also makes you, it keeps you safe in a way, because when you run out of ammo you have to run into the open to find a new weapon or something like that. But now you have somewhere around 1200 rounds in this one gun that you don't really have to worry about, and it's great because in my case both of them had noob tubes on, and noob tubes can play a huge part in this level, mostly because you're fighting in an urban environment and there's a lot of cars and tanks that you can blow up, and also there's a lot of like barriers. Like there's a ton of stuff to hide behind, and that works for you and against you. Like right here, these guys are kind of hiding out, and I'm just trying to spray around them and get them. Now this street, you're going to want to stick to the right. This whole level, almost this whole level, you're going to want to stick to the right. It's like, if you stick to the right in this level, you're going to live. Your street, it's actually pretty easy to die on. There's a couple tanks that come up, I think, but other than that, you stick to the right. There's a ton of cover over here. Make sure you blow up this oil tanker before you move anywhere near it, or else it's definitely going to kill you. And that also might kill a couple enemies along with it. There's not too many cars on this street besides that oil tanker, and you should really take that out. Now, you're going to reach a checkpoint right here, and the tank's going to come up along with you. Watch out, there's going to be a big charge from the enemies, and up the left side of the street, your left side. So you're going to want to drop down to the right side. There's still a couple of people here. There's a sniper on the balcony to the right, I believe. You're going to want to take him out as quickly as possible because he deals a ton of damage. Just aim around the side a little bit. That might have been him. Anyhow, yeah, just keep on sticking to the right. You're going to want to go to the right here. Use your noob tube to clear out those people behind barriers, because even if you do get close enough to knife them or hip fire them, it's really dangerous because one melee hit and you're done. Especially with all these barriers, you might run around one and there's still one person behind you or something, and it's just not worth it because it's extremely frustrating to die. Now, this street, it's kind of tricky to clear. You just gotta fight off until you reach this checkpoint, and then the sniper is going to take out this guy. So you get to go in the tank. As I said before, it's very easy to die in vehicles in the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. It took me like 10 or 20 tries to get through this on hardened alone. So I recommend blowing up a lot of tanks. The individual foot soldiers are extremely hard to kill by themselves. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that the minigun seems weaker or whatever, but anyhow, you're getting out of the tank now. You don't need to worry about that too much. And the RPGs, I've never seen them hit anyone. So yeah, you just sit back and watch this cutscene. You're going to drop through the floor. I don't think anyone gets hurt in this cutscene. It's not a very major cutscene. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess, but whatever. Enough of my bullshit commentary. So yeah, now you're going to get out to the tank, and again, stick to the right. Up on the right side here, you're going to have a tank, armored personnel carrier of Russian soldiers, I guess. They're going to jump out, and you could either use your small rocket launcher or the noob tube on the M4. Notice your SMAL is back, whatever secondary weapon, and also your ammo is refilled. So just stay behind these Jersey barriers, kind of duck down, blow up the truck before any of them can get out of it, or if some of them have gotten out of it, hopefully you can still kill them by blowing up the truck because they're close enough to it. And usually I'd say blow up these cars before you even go near them, but there's no enemy troops left, so there's no real danger. Now behind this big concrete barrier, you're going to see a M21 E-Bear, and this thing is a blessing because the M4, while its ACOG scope is really nice, can get kind of distracting. There's a lot of lens flare, and it just seems very bright inside the ACOG scope. The sniper scope seems to make it a little bit darker and easier to focus on targets. Now you're going to want to move up with your M4 so you're not completely defenseless, but once you find a nice sniping spot, you could easily take aim, and M14 has a nice cartridge size of clip size of 10 bullets, so that's very nice. It works to your advantage. It's pretty fast firing, I guess. It's not found in multiplayer, which I'm kind of disappointed because I really enjoyed using this gun, but most of your squad mates are going to track most of the fire, so you don't need to worry about anything. Now, for those of you who played the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, this next scene that's coming up is going to look pretty similar. if you remember the hotel whiskey level or thing, I think, or one of them in Washington D.C., where you're fighting your way through an office building. The cover in here is very light, and don't expect to live if you try to hide behind it. I'd say try to hide behind these wooden walls, which are a little bit thicker and give you better coverage. As you see, like this coverage, you don't even have to aim really. You just need to see where their muzzle flare is coming from and shoot in that general direction, because this cover, it's very weak. Almost any weapon, I'd say, penetrates through this, and you just want to get down. Going prone's your best bet here because you can shoot through just about everything, and at this point your M4 is going to be running a little bit low. You need to clear, I want to say, another street, so I ended up picking up an AK with a grenade launcher, whatever you want to call it, and the grenade launcher does not help too much. I'd say you want to blow up any cars you can at this point, because this part is extremely frustrating. There's not a ton of cover like the rest of the level. I mean, there's a few main spots, but you're mostly exposed because the enemies are all over the street, or the two streets, or the two lanes, whatever you want to call it. And they have lots of lines of sights on you, and you don't have too much cover. And this part's just a boring cutscene. So now you have to finish the level off by breaching. And in the order of the guys, you want to hit the far left guy first because he's charging you with a knife. Then go over to the far right who's about to shoot the hostages, and then clear the two in the middle. It's not that hard actually. Just don't hold down the trigger in the middle so you don't kill the hostages. And there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you subscribe for more content. We don't know what we're doing actually. We're thinking about weapon guides. We're definitely doing map guides, like gonna give you some power positions, camping spots, spawn points, all that good stuff. And if you like the single player campaign, keep on watching because we're going to finish that up in a couple months. So thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe.